Good afternoon, Niner fans. As you know, the 49ers have been kind of busy over the last 2 days. I know there's the Brandon Ayuk news trending, but you know what? They've had some issues with injuries on the depth chart, and they've had to make some roster moves. And today they made things official. Today they announced that they have signed defensive lineman Jonathan Garvin, formerly of the Packers. He's an edge rusher. They needed him because they have Drake Jackson on the PUP list, and he'll be out for the season. So they added Jonathan Garvin to a 1 year deal. In addition to that, the 49ers signed punter Presley Harvin III to a 1 year deal. You ask yourself, why are they signing a punter? Well, Mitch Wishnowsky's been dealing with knee irritation, and they need Harvin to play in the preseason to allow Mitch Wishnowsky to rest and get his knee better so he can play in the regular season. So Presley Harvin will play in the preseason, and he's going to allow Mitch Wishnowsky to rest that knee because, again, he hasn't been able to do much in training camp because of that knee irritation. So, in addition, the 49ers had to get rid of some players to make some room for them on the roster. So, the 49ers, they actually placed defensive lineman Austin Bryant on the injured reserve list. Austin Bryant, he hasn't really done much in training camp. He's more of a training camp body. He probably wasn't going to beat Robert Beal on the depth chart. This guy, Jonathan Garvin's a pretty solid player. They add him, probably can take over that Drake Jackson role and maybe add some quality reps, and he could play in the preseason. So Austin Bryant probably wasn't on their plans. Maybe could come back for the, practice squad once he gets, cleared off the injured reserve list. But it seems like, they're kind of cutting ties. And last year they did the same thing with Austin Bryant. They put him on the roster. They cut him. They put him on the roster. They cut him. One of those types of guys. So, in addition, the 49ers, the bigger news of the day was they released tight end Logan Thomas, a veteran tight end. They brought him in, in the offseason. We were a little excited because you pair him with Kittle. You're like, well, two big time tight end threats. Unfortunately for Logan Thomas, he couldn't stay healthy. Training camp, he dealt with a hamstring injury throughout the entire time. You saw him on the sidelines pretty much most of the time, stretching, rehabbing, going through, conditioning drills. Didn't really see much time. So unfortunately for Logan Thomas, he wasn't healthy. And the Niners said, you know what? Got to cut ties. They got a lot of tight ends that need to show up. And the preseason's make or break for them. Cameron Latu, Braden Willis, Eric Saubert, Mason P-Line, Jake Tongs. You got a lot of guys. They're going to go out there and compete because nobody has really set themselves apart in this tight end group. So unfortunately for Logan Thomas, he's the odd man out. So again, to recap, 49ers announced they have signed Jonathan Garvin, defensive lineman, edge rusher. He'll replace Drake Jackson. They signed punter Presley Harvin III. He's going to come in, kick in the preseason because Mitch Wishnowsky's dealing with a knee issue. In addition, the 49ers, they placed defensive lineman Austin Bryant on the injured reserve list, and they released veteran tight end Logan Thomas, who has been dealing with a knee injury. That's it for now. We'll come back later. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll be live a little later, maybe previewing tomorrow's preseason game. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Go Niners. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share to all your friends.